So how are we doing, people? Testing 1, 2. The mic working? So here we are outside the GMB. So what we're doing today is, obviously, if you followed the story, I've had to highlight what's going wrong stage. So being to our governing body, TK Thermal Insulation Contractor Association, who train us, give us our gold CSCS cards, our indentures to say we're trained. Now, they've got criteria where they have all these companies who are members and pay to be members on their board, and the criteria is to pay us properly under the national agreements tied to the jobs. That's your overtime, your travel, your holiday pay, your everything. Your travel, your fares, if you're out of town, proper lodge money, you know the one. There's lots of things we aren't getting adhered to. I mean, all your rights for the start, people. Let's be honest, after 2 years you're on for the company, you get a lot stronger rights. We all know that. I'm not here to dispute that. But you also get certain rights up for the 2 years. All of them have disappeared, people. A lot of them. So that's why we're here, to address that. I've phoned TK, they've got no interest, they're putting it on the union toes. I phoned up last week and they said to me, someone will get back to me who deals with my branch in the industry, which is okay, but they never. So that's the first one. Second is, why are they allowing on all these in the area, and then this is where we want other delegates in other areas and unite, because you're on the same sites. Why are they allowing companies to bypass national agreements? We're paying payroll, we're the same way our own company when we're not. We're getting CIS pay, which is, I get it, it does work in certain construction, but not on power stations or nominated sites of payments. But even then, it's only to get taxed. You're not your own company. When you go on induction, you don't turn up your own RAMs and risk assessments. You sign on to theirs, their insurance is already in place. That's how you know. They provide you PPE, they provide also the tools. As for payments, if you go like the self-employed route, you'll be on well more than what they say. Skilled worker, £22 an hour. Don't think so. That's not incorporating your rate of pay. You're travelling to the job, your tools, your PPE. Especially when you're working long hours, over 8, 5 days a week, on weekends, and you want to pay the same. It's unreal, people. I mean, we're already getting burnt out. They're expecting more, but that's down to like companies and little I'll do it, sellouts, I'll burn these men out kind of thing. So that's why we're here. I'll be back onto my TikTok now, because we're live on that. Let me get my phone. My phone here. Oh, where it is now, folks. But anyway, oh, where it is, yeah. So let's go in, explain what we're doing. And then for me, do I believe anything's going to happen? No, I don't. Why? I've been in this trade for how many years? My dad, my granddad, my uncles. As much as it was mad years ago, and people say it was corrupt, we still had togetherness, and that's what we've lost, togetherness. And that's what we need back. We've got to protect each other. We're in a place where it's never been as worse as it is for me. Like, I don't know about yourself. So it's time to start taking back. I mean, I know the illegal immigration's issues. I know we go on about green gangs and all that, but I'm just saying they're not issues. If you're going down harm on kids, Hugh Edwards, thousands like him, remember the news? So it's about now, it's a bad time to be in the UK. We know nothing's helping us. So we've got to now start protecting what's already in place for our elderly, put in place for us. We're working worse than what they was when we got all these conditions, and the conditions what are in place are dinosaur. So we should be fighting for new age ones, never mind relying on old ones when the 60s, when things were different, 70s. So there's lots to show people. I mean, I'm only coming inside like, look, this is going wrong, this is illegal. Them sites have all got national agreements. Why aren't they, start with the basics. So stop the boats, there's the Mersey. You're not going to get messages like that listened to until you take control of your lives, people. And what's your life? Work. So, for me, people, it's about getting together. It's about proving first, look, we're left. We've got unions, you've got courts, you've got all these laws, acts. I mean, like agencies, 2005 Work Agency Act, I've done a quick video on it. Go and look, and then there's all different legislations, PPE, how they've got the welfare. I mean, like all sites, there's no welfare. There's like 80 men on a little job, and there's a welfare for 5 men. That's, so why aren't they compensating for that? Why don't you be your own company on £60 an hour, £350 a day? I supply my own, and my own insurance, and then I'll do my own PPE. Then I'll tender for the job properly. So we're just getting kidded. I mean, the nurses, they're the same. They've got unions. No one's helping them. They get left. No pay rise. Why? The cost of living's gone up. So they left in 5-6 years and then started moaning when they kicked in. We've got people on strike in Birmingham, the rubbish building up. These unions should have sorted all of this. So it's about sticking together. It's not just your trade inside an industry full of trades. It's about industries together. Railway, we've got to stop. You want agencies, go back to the Work Agency Act 2005. They pay you what you're meant to get and the top up goes to the company. All PPE provided by the company, tools, everything. Probably looking out the windows now. I don't even know if you can film here, but we'll find out the laws as we go. Don't mind deleting if so, but it's a public car park. I'm not doing nothing mad. I'm just explaining for the channel, whistleblowing purposes, what's going on, what wrong's happening, and why no one's addressing it when we're paying for it. I mean, I have to be a member again to start being able to talk. So I'll go in now, address TICA situation. The governing body won't speak. They said come to yourselves. I phoned you, you've ignored. Well, you've not got back to me. So we want these companies off the council if they don't start paying immediately the right rates of pay. And that's where things will start getting pressure, because that's what you've got to do, people. You know, and then if they're not going to do it, we look for a national protest, cancellation, all unions, all people, nurses, told you, everyone together. When I say railway, not the drivers, they're the only union of people who stuck together in the country, everyone else never. So we get everyone on board, and we will get the message, protest, ban on all unions together the same month if they don't start doing the job, protecting us on these blatant laws and acts. I keep saying these words because they're there. I can't believe I'm having to do this on my own. Should have a life myself in work going, I can't believe everyone's protected. What a nice life, what we all had. We don't even get pensions or nothing, people. So, right, what time are we on? 10:20. I'll address you when I come out. So peace out, people. Let's see what these do, apart from ignore us. So how are we doing, people? So I've just been into the GMB now, as we expected. The people you need to see aren't there, but they spoke to them. They're just busy at another issue somewhere. So I've left all the concerns. Like basic, like TCAF told me to come to yourselves because all these companies who were on their council, they either need to go or start paying, which they won't, so we know where that'll go. Also in our area, the Northwest, I'll start with my owners. Why is no one kicking into the companies where they're not adhering to the national rates of pay? Agreed with unions, governing bodies, CDM regulate, everyone involved to build anything, even any of these houses, flats, buildings, office blocks, you build anything. It all, an F10 foreman and CDM is construction design management. How you build it efficiently, how it's safe, how people are in and out working or live there safe, access, environmental, all that, and who's building it. Skilled workers, how to do that. Proper tools, proper equipment, all standard materials to standard. You know the one, people. So it's all fucking, sorry for swearing, shouldn't be swearing, but you know, it's all just doing what they want now. Well, I've come to these. Chica said to me, our governing body, we won't speak to you, you've got to go to the union. Okay, no problem. So that'll be on the toes now. They've got to literally phone me back this week. I did say, well, I'll be back. So explain the whistleblowing channel, which is this. I said, people have had enough. My phone goes just non-stop, not even in my trade, up and down the country, different industries, through me social media. I said, the country's at an all-time low, cost of living high, everything's gone up again in April, yet we're all struggling. So that's where we are, people. Waiting now again. It's all store tactics. So I said, I get it, don't worry. I said, I know behind the scenes if he's a nut, said he's this. I said, but why am I a nut at highlighting what these companies are doing wrong, what the union's meant to protect us on? So it's one of them, people. You've got to start making waves in your immediate life. Like our communities, we shouldn't be moaning about how unsafe it is because we've all just turned on each other and gone quiet and divided. We've got to start being realistic and going, we need to get back. Like we had, remember in the 80s, I say that because when I'm born, you were allowed to play around the housing estate. You could go to the fucking park. Yeah, there was crime, but not like it is today. Gangs of kids weren't stabbing each other en masse. Because there's fuck all out there. Imagine being a kid now watching your parents struggle, never in the house, burnt out, tired. Oh, these rap videos glorifying cars, all of these, the girls at that age, of course they're ignoring us, but then once they're in, they're in. But why? Because communities aren't safe. Mums and dads are out working hard or what have you, not all. Some have just smacked up. But either way, there's absence. And this is all because shit's going on out there and people like this are ignoring it. Well, they might not be. We're going to find out, aren't we? Because once they ignore this, we're at the stage where, well, they all think it's a game of let's just not speak to them. I'm only a member of the union and a governing body who gives me the gold ticket, who's highlighting everything wrong, what's in place. So that's not a lunatic. Bills have gone up, it's April. Bills have gone up, and the wages, if not, you're getting less on certain jobs. That'll pay all right. Some will let you work 1,000 hours a week and go, we pay you £1,000. Burnt out, don't see your kids' family. That grand doesn't go far. Pay a few bills, pennies left. So we're going to have to find out, people, where we stand. Once we know where we stand, that's when you can do what we're doing. First, maybe national cancellation in protest, so they come and speak to us members. Second, we won't get a barrister, a solicitor, and start hitting these payrolls. Dead easy. You go into 2 big companies, do it in public, the rest stops. It's a ripple effect. At the minute, these are all in panic stage. Panic. Why? Because someone's going to start highlighting, because I can, privilege to be blacklisted so I can speak like this. If I was doing this while I was on a job, I wouldn't be on it tomorrow. And everyone will close up. 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 10 years blacklisted, 3 years battling courts, still here stronger, still highlighting how bad it is, still thinking of my kids' future, don't want them in the gangs, want them where I had an opportunity. And I want to protect it by people who get paid to protect it. So things, you know, head in the sand, easy jobs, job for the boys. That's what it'll be looking like. Or the day-dems, what do you call them, day-dems? I don't know. Jobs for the women, I don't know. Call it what you want. Job for someone. You don't have to do the job. Just turn up, smile, say how wrong you are, go and have a coffee with the manager, slag us off like we're all peasants. You know, I used to get defamated, lunatic. You're screaming for your trade, what they're trying to take away. These are trying to, with the big companies, de-skill us all. That's why your governing bodies have done 2 different colour cards. By the time our generation's gone, there'll be no gold. You're all semi-skilled. Are you going to fight for real wages, doing a skilled job, semi-skilled on paper? It's already happening, people. Fucking skilled, classed as skilled. I have this argument, they try and divide blue and gold. I'm like, we're all doing the same job. The company's the one who should be paying us all for doing their job properly. So, see what you got to realise, unions and CSCS aren't needed. We can be a union strength. Companies have to adhere to, we want it right. As for turning up on jobs, you don't need CSCS. Legally, your company can say, I've vouched this a skill to do that job for us, to hand over, to be paid. So we can eradicate both. Where did he go then? You're not noticed to be skilled. Just told you, these companies can vouch if we have a system where we'll go, yeah, that's already, because it's not just safety. You can get a safety card, green, to get on site. That's just to say you're safe on site. Your skills, your own. Trust me, site manager, been there, fucking lots of foreigners come in, fly in, oh, we just got off the plane, oh, nice one, go and have a coffee and that, we'll do the induction a bit later, you know, relax, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? You've not got a CSCS card. In fact, you've only got a safety card when you look in Poland. That's only safety. Oh, yeah, there's a letter off your company. Your skill to do that. Off you go. Nice one. Sign on your risk assessment, RAMS, and on the job. So they can be eradicated by getting together and go bypass, and we'll get a system in place with the companies where we know the skilled. Because these train, they only go and rent that cheeky, put a few little rigs in. Well, that's not hard. We could all chip in and get rigs in after like welders. You know, £1 a fucking month, forget the unions, £20 a month, you rent a place, that's your national place where they all go. Who else? Well, the laggers or scaffolders, and you have a fucking building, it'll more than cover it, get all your stuff in. In fact, let's all get together and get a bigger one where it's a multi-fucking trade one. Certain divisions there that week, and when they go back to site, these come in the week after. All skilled, all together, so we got that site experience. You're not just a brickie and just doing bricking. You're not just a welder in a welding shop. It's half like an half mock site. That'll get lads young into the trade. So lots to come. I don't think these are going to do nothing. That's me going through experience. I want to come on and go, oh, here we go. Give these the gym. Well done. I feel like I did when I was 18, 19, 20, an apprentice going, I feel lucky that we're in a trade, the togetherness. Like I say, politics, you can say the earth's flat and these round. You still stick together on morals. That's just politics. You can support United, Liverpool, not even like each other. But when it comes to sorting you stick together, and that's what happened years ago. I've seen fellas who were hated, but when the company went for them, no, you're not doing that to him, because you can do that to us. Get back to that. And then all these little out there, it's the snakes go back to that. Yeah, I don't mind them in the job, but not where they're fucking all in competition and the companies love it. And now it's like, well, give me the... Do you ever not seen how they swap managers? Now make your mark. Each one takes more, makes you work harder, and then the next one. And the supervisors go along with it. You got bench shop stewards. Oh, that don't even get me on shop stewards. Wrong people. And again, I'm exposing the ones through experience. Lie. My last day on Grangemouth last year, year before, sorry, lose my years now, 2023, we ended up with 4-day whistleblowing trial in Scotland. And I dressed up, I've done a video on what happened, how corrupt that was. It got into the wrong video on the first preliminary case, and they got it changed without another hearing. That was the first mistake. Anyway, plenty of them. Forgot where I was going now. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, because there's lots to address. I will be live. We're going to have to start hitting this now properly Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday. And start building. It's all about us building now. Still do your marches if you want for it, whatever. But still go and vote if you think that. But still do this. Just follow and build. And then we can start making moves. Cancellation. And we get someone in to start taking these payroll. And start getting your kids, your husband, your wife, more money, or should be in your house, so you're not stressed on bills. You can take your kids out, you can help them. And then they think, yeah, it's not bad what my dad does. Like I did. I had a dad and uncles all around here. Our family's only talking. You know, we moved out young. I was in Blackpool in junior school and that, which is all on a podcast I've done. And I explain all that, but they're all from round here. This is their union. I've lost an uncle through asbestos to the fucking trade. My dad's got plaques, you know, they're all retired now, but the point is, they're all fucking it. This is what they had to stick in. Like all my mates, dads and uncles who've lost people to the trade through asbestosis, and they suffered, and our granddads should get us some rights. And look where we are, 2025 April, high bills, shift food, loads of division, and loads of money going to these. So we stop people, stop. Get together and let's see what these do, because we're at stage 2, about to enter stage 3. Stage 3 falls on us because they're laughing at us, and that's where these win in their eyes, because that's what they're thinking. He's right, let's see what happens though. We'll just leave him on his own, but I don't lose the plot like they expect. I keep turning up happy. You're still allowing that. Surely somewhere along the line people are going to go, this man's correct and these are a load of shite, and why are we paying them? And we can organise a date the same month, everyone, nurses, the railway industry who put the tracks down and all that and fucking build them, the construction, the power stations, anything unionised, we've got to get together. Right, so I'll leave that there, people. And yeah, more videos and get the lives going so we can interact more now.